Good morning everybody and welcome to the Village Guy Morning Show. If you're joining for the first time, this is a morning show where we chat to people of Paarl and Wellington doing amazing things and following their dreams. There's so many people in Paarl and Wellington that have amazing stories, and we're in the storytelling business, so we tell you their stories, their journeys, just have some inspiration and motivation. Madam, good morning.
Good morning, Miles. Good morning, everyone. Welcome again into the lounge, and thank you for joining us. If you're new and you're here for the first time, we invite you to grab your coffee. I'm having a chai this morning. I love my chai in the morning. I know you love coffee black in the morning. Yeah, so grab your chai, come and join us. As Miles said, we do inspire, uplift, connect, and local is lekker. That's what we do.
100%. Yeah, so I mean, this is just purely local content. It's people that you see in the road, it's people that you see in the malls, people that you see in the shops. And I just thought, like, over this, we had a long weekend that passed, and just gave me some time to think about where we are with the morning show.
And how it all started.
Yeah, we've been busy for 4 months now, 2 shows a week, so there's a lot of lists. We managed 2 shows a week, and a lot of lessons we've learned over this week. So we just started it on a live. We went on Facebook because at that time lockdown was big and live was a thing all over the world. But we also realized a lot of lessons learned that you need a good budget to go live, and you need some good technical abilities to go live. So what we are going to transition now into a different morning show. This time it's just going to be a bit pre-recorded. Because I like to structured environment.
Yeah, exactly. Now, so nothing is going to change. Don't get all like, ooh, what's happening? We are just pre-recording. The content is still going to be amazing. Yeah. And there's still some things that we're going to grab out of the hat. How do you say it? Like magical stuff that's coming for in the future. So you need to stay tuned. You need to stay on top of it. You need to like, you need to share, all of that.
Yeah. And I mean, firstly, also thanks to the people that, I'm chatting to the people behind the camera for joining in. I mean, if it's not for you, we wouldn't continue this.
This wouldn't exist at all.
Thanks for the engagement, thanks for the messages.
Yes, we appreciate it.
Yeah, so we are probably moving into a morning show 2.0, and we're just going to have different content. We're going to have new faces on the show as well, because
looking forward to that.
In the pre-recording space, you have more controls, more structured, so everything will be hopefully perfect. But yeah, it's really been an exciting 4 months. Highlights for you the past 4 months?
I think the highlight for me is every time that a guest comes into this lounge, I just want to give you guys that are on that side of the camera just a little bit of input of what's going on here. Every time we have a guest coming in here and we make them feel like they are just on top of the world, then every time that they leave here, they feel like, okay, what I've put in the hard work and what I've accomplished is really recognized, not just by people that sees my talent, but also the people out there, the community out there, we as people, just telling them, good job, man, we see what you're doing.
No, 100%.
So I love that. I love the fact that they are so full of joy and so full of appreciation every time we invite them to the show and every time they leave.
Yeah, and I mean also, one of the questions a lot of people ask is, where do we do the show? So the show is in Paarl. We're in a studio here at Workshop 17 in Southern Paarl. And we've been, I've been here for the past 3 years, so all the interviews and all the shows happen here. And then another question is also, which is very encouraging, some people have asked, how do they advertise on the show? It was never the intention to advertise on the show, but companies have asked. We kind of like the content. It is local content. It is watched by local people in the community who are the supporters of those businesses. So we have now, over the long weekend, also just have some packages available, short ones, long ones, show sponsors, and even off-site. So, tune in. That's why I said we're going to go to Morning Show 2.0. And I think it's it's like it's next phase of something super exciting. It was.
Tell them quickly who they can contact. What's the contact details for finding out about the packages?
You can email me at email@thevillageguide.co.za. We have a department or a team that's managing some of the marketing for us. Some specialists in the marketing field, so I can just put you into contact with them. But yeah, just sincerely thank you so much. Thanks for all the guests also that take time.
Yes.
We did it in the morning, 8 o'clock sharp, getting up early. I mean, everybody knows Paul and Wellington traffic in the morning is crazy. But also I think the pre-recorded phase is a very exciting phase.
Yes, it
new
is.
content. In Paul, Wellington, we've got a lot of interest groups, so we want to accommodate all the various interest groups.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so come join us. It is because of you why we do what we do.
Yes, we do what we do because of all of you.
Yeah.
And it rhymes. Awesome.
Yeah, so welcome. We've got another exciting show. So stay tuned and we'll chat to you later. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. This morning, like in every other show, we speak to people in Paarl and Wellington doing amazing things and following their dreams and their passion. And today I've got that type of guest. She's been following her passion for quite some time. Her name is Colyn. And where she found my attention, she just recently completed the Tour du Cap, and she won it, and I thought, okay, that's quite good. And then she went to Rwanda, and she also came first there as a duva, and then I thought, okay, that's very, very good. So I thought, okay, let me chat to her and find out a bit more about Colyn. And yeah, she previously was in Pretoria, and now she's in Paarl, so I want to find out, why in Paarl, and how she's finding it amongst us. Madam, good morning. How's it?
Morning. Thanks for having me here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So actually, I was born in Paarl, but we moved down to Paarl. I was born in Pretoria.
Yes.
And we moved down to Paarl when I was in grade 3.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I've been here for quite some time.
Okay. I thought you moved from Pretoria a year later.
No,
Yeah.
I know. I've going used to the heat now, so I'm good.
But that means you've been flying under the radar here, because normally I know what's happening with people in Paarl, and I saw in 2018 you won a national under 23 champs.
Right.
That was quite some time ago. So you've been flying under the radar.
Yeah. So I've actually been racing overseas
right.
every year on the road. So I think that's maybe why. So then 2019 I was in the States.
Okay.
Yeah. So
No wonder.
And then COVID hit in 2020, and in 2021, those 2 years, I took a bit of a back step from it, focus more on family. Yeah. And then I decided end of last year, okay, let's start getting this going again. Yeah, changed coaches, got new strength coach, dietitian, signed up with the Eat Pro team, and that's just full steam ahead.
Yeah, it's also, it's super exciting that sport is getting back. So last night that stadiums can be 50% full, which is super exciting. But before we get to the cycling, childhood, was it a loud house? Did everybody cycle? Is that why we cycling?
Yeah, so my mom and my dad were both super competitive, and I've always been an athlete. So I did running when I was younger, and I was in pole gym, so there's sports in your blood if you're in pole gym.
Yeah.
So my sister, not really athletic type, she's more like the bookworm, so it's actually complete opposite.
Okay.
So it was always flying around, doing races, doing cycling, running, competitions, anything, just to get the energy out. And then it just manifested into what it is today, really.
Yeah, but tell me, so what happens when there's that trigger that says, okay, mountain biking is what I want to do for the rest of my life and not athletics? And do we get home after matric and say, hey, Mom, Dad, I'm doing mountain biking for the rest of my life?
So I think it was more like a natural progression, because I did love running, and then I kind of realized I'm not that fast to be at like top level. And then I started to get into cycling because my dad was like, okay, come, I'm going to buy you this bike, let's go. And then I still remember him telling me, if you get top 3 at the nationals, I'll buy you like these really cool mountain biking shoes.
Nice.
So back then it was like the S-Works mountain biking shoes. And I was like, are you sure? Are we going to shake on this deal? And then I ended up getting 3rd. And I was like under 16. And I was like, come now, you have to pay up. You have to like, give me the shoes. So I think like that whole thing like just sparked the interest towards cycling and mountain biking and anything really that's like road, mountain bike or anything with a bicycle, for instance, like essentially. And then I just started noticing, hey, I really enjoy it and I'm actually not too bad at it. And then when I was matric, the year after matric, I went to Europe for about 3 months, got a taste of that. And I enjoyed it. It was hard. It was a learning experience. It's a very steep learning curve for us from South Africa because you go from racing in a peloton on the road of about like 20 girls in South Africa to when you go to Europe, it's like 120.
Jeez.
So it's a huge, huge learning curve. And then, so I came back from there, and then I was like, okay, I still want to do this. And then the next year, like the best season I had was 2018, was a year I won the under-23 jersey. I went to Europe, I raced on the club team, and then I was actually able to get podium on one of the Belgium races.
Wow.
And it's just, when you get able to experience that type of level of racing, you just get better and you like understand it better. And unfortunately, it's just really difficult for us, South Africans, to get to Europe for the road racing because one, it's always self-funded. And then two, also it's just like our visas, you only get 3 months. And then they're like, okay, you have to come back unless you get like a special allowance for it. But it's very difficult to get like a 6-month visa. So then we did that, and then I raced in the States, and then that was then also like a good learning curve. It's not as tough as Europe, but at least then I could stay there for 6 months. So that's interesting how Europe is only 3 and America is 6, but not complaining. So so it's just, you start to see like what you enjoy the most. And now I then decided, okay, well, I can't be going to Europe anymore because of COVID and traveling isn't possible. And it's really expensive, and everything was self-funded through my parents, of course. And they were like, Kath, we need to now like take a little step down because as everyone, COVID was hard on everyone. So I was like, okay, cool, let's then take a focus towards mountain biking because it's a new challenge, it's a new level. Because when you get used to racing at a certain level, it's a bit difficult to be motivated to race at a lower level.
100%.
So mountain biking was like the new challenge for me to go forward with. So I was like, okay, cool, well, I'm pretty much starting from scratch. So it was really difficult to push together some sponsors who were like, okay, cool, let's keep pushing with you. I was lucky enough to keep Chia Vita on my side when I started the whole journey. They've always been very supportive. And then also, now with the mountain biking, it's taken a while, but I'm starting to find my feet in it slowly but surely.
Because I mean, you were in Rwanda and you won. I mean, was that like the first tag team type mountain biking race you did? So that was actually the first team event, a proper team event I've done. And also my first international, so to say, mountain biking event. So it was an amazing experience, and it was very, very cool to be racing different terrain, different trails. Like racing through those villages in Rwanda, everyone is so friendly, and the environment is just so positive, and also it's just so clean there. It's really amazing. Like they say, it's Africa for beginners because it's just very inviting, and it's not as intimidating as like Congo or Gabon, like the stronger countries. Pretty cool, because I mean, I saw you're not doing the apps Cape Epic, and I thought, okay, you've won the Rwanda, you're going to rest a few days, and we're going to see you on the starting podium for the Epic. I'm an avid supporter. I love the Epic, and I wish I could have done it when I was younger, but you didn't do it this year?
No, geez, like I was really like holding thumbs and crossing my fingers to get like a late call up to say, hey, can you please come race? Because it's difficult when you are pretty much self-funding yourself when it comes to racing. So at the moment, I've got amazing equipment sponsors with my signing with the rocacorba Pro E-team. So our sponsors there is Specialized and Garmin. So that's amazing equipment sponsors. And I've got the clothing with Chia Vita. But unfortunately, when it comes to the financial aspect, it's a bit difficult to get people together.
Yeah. Sorry, but how much is it this year? Because I remember when I wanted to do it, I think it was like 50K per person.
Oh no, I think now it's like 95.
Jeez, per rider.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. I could be wrong, but it's possible.
Okay, so I'll never be able to do it.
Yeah. So now, but like I think like I'm not sure like pro teams get like a bit of a discount towards it. Yeah. I don't know.
But how challenging is to have a single sport, to be self-funded? I mean, if you just look at the basket of how many cyclists there are in South Africa, they're probably all knocking on the same doors for sponsorships. I mean, how challenging is it to progress as a professional then?
No, it's very difficult because now I feel that sponsors actually see that they don't need results to do well. They need how well you are at your marketing yourself as an individual due to COVID. So they saw now in this 2 years that, okay, well, we're not getting the same results as what we were from the athletes. Jeez. But now it's the athletes that really like rise above and they really market themselves in like their own special way, and then they can still kick ass on the bike. So they like I think it's now becoming progressively more difficult just to be like, here's my results. Then they're going to be like, yes, but can you do this as well? So you need to almost now become like the full personality, full package. So it's difficult to stand out and it's difficult to get sponsors because I think everyone's a bit scared because financially with COVID and like the uncertainty of sports at what it was, where now it's becoming more stable again. But yeah, it's always a challenge, especially now, unfortunately, if you are a female athlete.
Yeah, and I mean, if you just look at all the cyclists, I think social media now plays a massive role because everybody, I just see Panda Wear and I see Chovita and I just see Specialized. Everybody's just, I think, but that's what you're saying is that the sponsors want marketers, not only riders, but there must be riders and marketers.
Exactly. Yeah, you need to be like a personality that's attached to the brand. So they can be like, okay, cool, we know that Kath can do X, Y, Z, ticked. Then we don't need to go and put like more financial means out there to get like more ads or X, Y, Z. So they're looking for the complete package at times. Yeah.
Give me COVID, give me lockdown 2020 and 2021 in a nutshell for you. Because I mean, you're a cyclist, now you can't cycle. What was that experience for you?
Lots of Zwifting.
Wait, I want to chat about that also because I know there was a SA National, but first talk about lockdown. How was that?
No, we were, so my boyfriend, Harvey Okrea, we were in Knysna for lockdown. So we actually went there just for like a little weekend away. And then the president had their speech and he was like, no, 2 months, hard lockdown.
Can't come home.
Like we could come home because there was that little grace period. We were like, I think it's going to be nicer here. So we stayed in Knysna. But we did a lot of Zwifting. Like the 1 week, I think I did like 23 hours on Zwift.
Jeez.
So we did like, I did a half Everesting. And then Harbia did a full Everesting. So that I did like I think it was like 6 hours on the bike on Zwift. But then I rode with Charisse Willett and also then Candice Lill. So we did like Zwifting together and we were on like I think WhatsApp call and we were chatting and just having like a great group ride virtually. And then Harbia did like this whole thing with Willie Smith and Jar.
Wow, that's so cool.
So we made it like a vibe almost. But for me, I'm more of a homebody, so it wasn't really a big adjustment.
Okay, cool.
So I was okay with it. And then last year, it was more of now trying to see how to create a plan B for myself if I now have to now stop cycling and I need to make an extra income or whatever. So that gave me great balance in my life. So I would say in a nutshell, it gave me good balance when it comes to life in general, from like financial, family, and then also just cycling that I actually really enjoy it.
I wanted to say, like, you went with this essay. I saw there was like an essay, a world tournament?
Yeah, world champs.
You were chosen for representing South Africa. I was following it and it was very difficult because I saw you guys were going uphill and you were going downhill. And people were tracking you, how that you can't jump out the system. I mean, from lockdown, that has probably just grew tremendously, the Zwifting. Explain to me this essay. How did it, how does it work?
So that was Zwift World Championships.
Yeah.
So I'm currently actually on the rocacorba Collective E-Pro Zwifting team.
Yeah.
And now one of my teammates is Ashley Moore-Monpasio. So she was the world champion of 2021.
Yes.
Or 2020, 2020. And now she had to defend her title for this World Championships.
Okay.
So leading up to the event, we did a lot of the Premier League races where we could race together on the platform. So it's essentially you racing on Zwift, but then you're racing against everyone in the world for that specific event. So you have to go through a whole selection criteria, and you have to do Zwift weigh-ins.
Yeah.
So you have to submit a weigh-in video of your weight within 2 hours before the event starts, and a height video, and then prove that your data is real. And it's a lot of admin, but it's really good because they're proving that it can be a clean sport.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so then now with the World Championships, it was myself, Courtney Webb, Ashley Moore-Monpasio, and then Shannara, so it's other girl in Durban. We were now racing for Ashley to help her defend her world title. So it was a super, super hard race. I don't remember much. It was like a bit of just like a fever dream for me. So no, but like Ashley, she's just next level.
That's what I was watching.
I was doing the pre-race ride with her the day before. And like on Zwift, you can do like a group ride where you say like no drop. So we were doing our efforts, and I'm just sitting there, I'm just watching, because you can see like watts per kilo, and I'm just watching this. I'm like, wow, this is next level. Like this is really next level. So just to like be able to like learn from her and to be on the team with her, it's just amazing. And then she finished fourth year at the race. So that's even just that itself is like really amazing.
Yeah, because I was watching it, I'm like, I really don't understand what's going on, because it looks like when it goes uphill, you guys are struggling. You actually have to stand because something happens to the bike or something. And
So it's a lot of, it's almost like a game essentially.
Yeah, like virtual reality.
Because the thing is, like, you can't really race how you would race normal life races. And I think for a lot of people, it's still like, oh, you race Zwift. It's like, what? Like, okay. But it's because it's new. Like, when the guy invented the wheel, everyone thought he was crazy because this is weird. Now we can look 5 years down the line and be like, yeah, Zwifting is the thing,
It's an international tournament on the cycling calendar.
So also the thing is, like, it makes you super strong. Like, that's what I've seen now with Twitter Cup and Rwanda. In those races, it builds you mentally that you're really, really tough, because you have to sit in your garage by yourself, staring at your screen, and you have to push yourself to do it. And it also helps you with like longer effort intervals and everything. So it's
so there are benefits.
100%.
Well done, madam. So what's happening for the rest of 2022? So looks like stadiums are opening, sport is getting back to normal. What's on your calendar?
So with the rocacorba Collective, we have the Premier League races coming up again, and then also we work with the community races. So if you don't mind, I can just chat about that. But so with rocacorba, it's a great initiative because the whole goal is to give women the confidence to ride together, and then to take that confidence that you build on Zwift to go and do real life races outside. Because that's always the common denominator we found, was that women don't have the confidence to go and enter events because they're always scared of, oh, I can't do it. Where now we do with the collective is that during the week, there's like group yoga sessions and training sessions on Zwift, and then races.
That's so cool.
And then the races, then one of the riders of each from the Premier League of the pro team will be then the DS for each of the different level teams. So I work with the C team. So then we motivate the women in the race, and we give them advice on how to race.
So you're like a mentor?
Yeah, so almost like that.
Cool,
so we're giving other women the confidence that we have to help them grow. So it's like a platform that anyone can really sign up to. It's internationally for anyone, and it's a great initiative.
So I mean, if there are ladies that want to get, how do they get involved in that?
They can just go to the rocacorba website or Instagram page. There's a link in the bio.
Rocacorba, how do you spell that?
Rocacorba. So it's rocacorba. So it's, I can't spell it.
Yeah. Okay, but I'll put it in
We
the
can
link,
just
yeah.
link it like down the bio
Okay,
of
but
the
that
video.
sounds super cool, like empowering.
Yeah, it's a great initiative because Ashley created it.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's just to build the future for women, help them grow and everything.
Cool,
So
man.
so we got those races coming up. That's throughout the year. So there's a little bunch racing happening. April, like May side again.
Right.
And then I've got some mountain bike races happening. Road is a little bit quiet now because we're going into winter.
Okay.
And I got national marathon championships end of May.
Okay, so that's the big one.
That's the big one for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully we're aiming to get on the podium for that one.
Right, where is that?
In Carkloof.
Right,
So that's in Hilton.
Right,
Hilton
cool.
side, yeah.
End of May.
Yeah, end of May.
Right, and the rest of the year?
And the rest of the year is like keeping holding my thumbs, keeping fingers crossed. I'll be able to do Pioneer. That's a big one. It's a 8-day stage race,
Oh, yes,
the
that's
UCI
right.
one.
Yeah.
But you need some like good sponsors for that. And then Wines to Wales, just other mountain bike races. That's throughout the season. So just to keep it consistent, gain more experience as possible this year on the mountain bike.
Yeah.
And try to keep the results on the podium.
Yeah, of course, so the sponsors can see you.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
just keep things rolling, and then hopefully it sets up for a good year for 2023.
Nice, man. If you could invite 3 people to supper, they could be dead or alive, who would be sitting next to you at the table?
Oh, wow, now that's a good question. This is probably like a common question, eh?
No, it's just special people get that
just
question.
Just special ones. Okay.
Just the special people
you
get
say
that question.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I would have to say... Geez, now I need to think. I would say Wout van Aert.
Who's he?
He's a cyclocross rider.
Right, cool.
Yeah. Geez, I don't know.
You don't have to be cycling people.
I know, but now it's like...
They're not watching, don't worry. Wolf is not watching. He's not going to be offended if you don't mention his name. So, I mean,
Okay, and then I would say... Actually, I would say Jane Goodall.
actor.
No,
Actress.
no, she... Jane Goodall, she's with the gorillas in Rwanda.
Oh, okay, yes, I see, yes, okay. Nice.
That, her. And then... what's the other guy's name? There was like Gandhi.
Okay, from India.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So let's actually take Vote out because now I'm getting more philosophical here. You know, like life lessons here. So
Okay.
like he can go back to Belgium.
Vote, sorry, no offense. Vote. We're just filling the table, yeah?
We gotta be more philosophical
Yeah.
right now. And then probably like Elon Musk.
Yes, but that guy's not. Okay, that's another
Yeah.
conversation. Anyway, okay, cool.
How many do I have left? Is that just there? It's just 3.
3, yeah.
Okay, I'll take those 3 because
Jane, Elon, and Gandhi.
yeah.
That's a
'cause
good.
You got
that's
money,
a good
you got
mix.
philosophical, and then you got like
A gorilla.
growth. You
Yeah.
know, like with the environment and everything.
But that's a good.
There we go.
If you had a billboard on the main road and your face is there with a speech bubble, what do you want to tell the world?
It's going to be okay.
Lovely. That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. Madam, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
That was a very cool
Yes.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed
It's
it.
great.
Guys, yes, Catherine Colyn. We fixed the surname just prior to the interview. Yeah, so SA Cyclist. If the sponsors outside, you know where to look. Yeah, but thanks for joining, and yeah, we'll chat to you. We'll see you later. Goodbye.
Whether you have a big meeting coming up or need a change of scenery to brainstorm new ideas, Workshop 17 offers beautiful workspaces for individuals, teams and enterprises at affordable rates. Workspaces include phone booths, meeting rooms, boardrooms and auditoriums which allow you to work, meet and collaborate in an optimal environment. With 2 locations in Johannesburg, 3 in Cape Town and thousands of members, Workshop 17 is proving to not only change the way we do business, but change the way we see it. You can choose between a number of workspace solutions that gives you unlimited internet access, ample parking space, access to facilities, and even optional access to all Workshop 17 locations for the traveling entrepreneur. Visit our website workshop17.co.za for more information and feel free to compare our membership plans so the next meeting or brainstorming session you have will be in the perfect environment to get the best results, all while enjoying the best cappuccino in town. We'll see you soon at Workshop 17.
Amazing ballroom dancer, grade 5 teacher's assistant, and the guy with the most amazing curly hair. I have this morning with me Corné Dampies. Welcome in the studio. It's so lovely to have you.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic. So let me just give you a little bit of background. So as I've said, Corné does ballroom dancing, and this morning we thought that we would go into the week or until Friday, get ourselves ready for Friday. And we would be, Corné is going to be teaching me a little bit about ballroom and how ballroom affects his life. So why ballroom, Corné?
I have no clue still, but it started when I was younger, very younger, primary school. I used to love the show Strictly Come Dancing. I used to watch it with my parents all the time.
Me too.
Love the professionals. Whenever they had a showcase, I was like, oh my word, that, I have to be that. That has to be me. So yeah, then my mother took me to a social dance studio in 2010. And then it was fun for a while. And then I was like, no, this I need to take to the next level. And then the year after that, we came to Paul, Studio Joanne's. And at the time, she was already 35 years in the business. And everyone in Paul and the Poland knows about Joanne's dance school, but then taking it to the next level again, went to Cape Town to Donovan Forbes, worked with some of the best coaches in Cape Town or in the Western Cape, went to Kim Isaacs, back to Donovan Forbes, and now we are at a place where I am at the second highest level of dance, which is amateur championship.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, but before you run into that, because now Corné is giving us all the nuggets all at once, tell me, you said for how long have you been doing this now?
11 years.
11 years, fantastic. So it's basically where you join, is it like a club, or is it people coming together and just learning about dance?
We primarily are a competitive dance studio. So the focus is on competitive dancing. So we train ourselves how to be competitive dancers or competitors, opponents. So it's weird, not weird, but it's different to when you're dancing for fun or for showcases or for performances than to dance competitively. So we have to dance 5 dances after each other, 1 minute 30 seconds to 2 minutes long. So you're there on the floor dancing for 10 minutes straight and no breaks in between. I can't imagine
how your feet must feel. And obviously you have to have your posture
very
in place the whole time. I'm just thinking like your body, you feel it all over. And I always think like some people don't consider it as a sport, but it's definitely a sport.
It is a sport because we have blood, sweat and tears at the studio. It's a lot to go through, but that's what we love, it's what we do. We just have to push through, train the mind over matter.
So as Corné has mentioned, he's part of the Donovan Forbes Dance Academy. So tell me, what competitions have you guys been doing recently?
Recently we have been doing regional competitions, provincial competitions, but we are training for the South African champions again this year in October. And also in June, we are going to America. We are starting a new thing there, which is still exclusive, so we can't say too much about it. But we have been invited by the Montgomery family to help them do what they want to do there.
Oh, awesome, fantastic. So Corné is going to be traveling again, It must have been difficult with lockdown for you guys and with COVID, because it restricted you to do what you're supposed to do.
Yes, we couldn't even have dance practice. We couldn't practice at all. Like all the sports came to a stop. And it was difficult coming back from the COVID-19 pandemic because everything else was different afterward. The way we practice is different because
I can imagine, like, and obviously your body also needs to now adapt again. It's like starting all over. Tell me from which, because I always, you know what's always interesting for me and what I love is that when I see the little kids, like, they are so disciplined in how they're dancing. So from which age do you typically start dancing?
4 or 5 years old.
4 or 5 years old.
4 or 5, yes.
And then I always see you're partnered up with someone, and you obviously have your partner that you have a dancing relationship with, if I can say it like that. So tell me about that process. How do you choose your partner?
Okay, so first of all, you're going to check the height.
Oh, okay.
The height needs to be correct. And then afterwards, you'll have a tryout with your coach. So the coach will have like a nice piece of choreography that he set up, and then he will teach it to both you and the partner. You guys will start to have like a feel on the floor, dance it out, and just see how you guys are compensating for each other. So it's a process, but it's lovely.
How many partners have you had, and who's your current partner?
Through the years, I've had my fair share of partners. But my partner at the moment is Jocelyn Solomons. She is from Somerset, and she's doing a PhD now in sports science also. Yes, doing the things.
Doing the things. There we go, there we go.
And my coach is Donovan Forbes. He is a teacher at Oval North High School in Mitchells Plain also. And he's the one that's responsible for our greatness.
Fantastic, awesome. You can somehow see when I look at Corné and just the way he presents himself, you can see the aura, the dancing, and I can imagine how much it disciplines you. It teaches you on not just dancing, but all levels of your life it affects, and how you learn. And what the disciplines did you learn through dancing?
Etiquette, definitely. So you have to know how to carry yourself. When you are at a certain place, you have to know that time and place is of uttermost importance. So and being on time, being on time is very important. And being on time, but that's the one thing I struggle with, is to be on time.
So I've touched a little bit on a nerve there.
No, but it's fine. We all have to still learn and develop.
What would you say to someone out there? Maybe there's a youngster watching, and that person is really like, they're so intrigued. Like you said, you watch Strictly Come Dancing all the time, and they're very intrigued by dance. But do you think you have to have the talent for it, or can you also learn how to dance?
No, definitely you can learn. Like my coach always says, hard work beats talent any day. So you can have the talent, but you need to like work your behind off.
Work your behind off. There you've got it. And like for someone that, for parents out there that wants to get their kids into the academy, tell us how the process is, how they can get a hold of Donovan. Like, where is there social media? Is how to get in contact?
Yes, we have a social media, Donovan Forbes. You can just contact him directly. There are few studios here in Paarl that's closer if you don't have the capacity to travel to town. I think Nicole's is here in Paarl, and also All Stars and Infinite Achievers, and my own dance school, Momentum Dance Academy.
Oh, there we go. Tell us a little bit about that.
It started in the lockdown. I started my dance school in 2020, August month. At the moment, I don't have that much students because I couldn't do the marketing because of COVID and all of that. They didn't rent out venues at the time. But now we've been 4, now we are 7, 8 students I have.
Okay, now you need to tell the village how to get a hold of you, and then I also need to pop in and get some classes.
We are on Instagram, MDA Momentum Dance Academy, so you can just DM us there, or you can email me, Corné Dampies5@gmail.com, or mdamomentumdanceacademy@gmail.com.
Well, there you have it. If you want to learn about dancing, you can see, I can already see, I don't know Corné as a dancer, like I haven't been dancing with him, but he's going to teach me a few moves this morning. And I can see I think you've got a lot of patience, so you're going to have a lot of patience with me this morning, teaching me a little bit just about the basics. And if you want to come and join, I'm going to give you the opportunity now to go and get your shoes on. Yeah, a little bit of a heel for the ladies, and come and join. And if you have your hubby there with you in the lounge, grab your hubby, and then Corné is going to teach us a little bit about that. So I'll give you an opportunity just to go and run and grab it. So Corné, you've also been traveling to Paris, Disneyland, and Naples, Italy. So tell us about that journey and competition there.
It was tough. We had to work our behinds off to get those SA colors and to be able to represent the country at the World Championships that was held in Newport, Paris, Disneyland. We did not make the final, but it was the experience. It was a nice experience for us. We were able to go and watch the world champion perform. And also in Naples, I got to meet Nino again there, because they came to South Africa in 2015 and we met them. We had private lessons with them, we had workshops. And when we went there, because he's originally from Italy, and then we met them there again, it was nice. They had a nice workshop there again. So we got a chance to learn from the best of the best, the world champions. So it was nice. It was a really nice experience.
I just love to hear when we as local people within the community, we just not inspired to just do things within the community, but we also take the community out there into the world. And that's what I love. Miles always says, and that always sticks with me when he says, I think he put a quote on Facebook and Instagram, and he said that when we are given the opportunity, we run with it. Yeah,
no,
people within the village, we run with that opportunity. Corné, it was so lovely to have you this morning. But if you would like to join us, Corné is going to teach me a little basic moves about ballroom, then I want you to stick around, stay tuned, because we are going to put on our dancing shoes right now. So hopefully you got on your dancing shoes now, and if you're joining us only now, then you have 2 seconds to go and put on your shoes, because Corné is going to teach us a little bit of ballroom today. So I know ballroom is basically the umbrella. So what are the genres that falls under ballroom?
Okay, so we have, under the ballroom brand, we have standard dancing, and we also have Latin American dancing. So standard dancing is your waltz, your tango, your Venus waltz, your slow foxtrot, and your quick step. And the Latin American is samba, cha-cha, rumba, paso doble, and jive. But what I'll be teaching you today is the beautiful slow waltz. It's 3 beats, the music, and it also has 3 steps. So we will be doing that today.
Fantastic. So let's start.
So first and foremost, we will have to do the frame.
Okay.
Yeah? So always have your elbows up in line with your shoulders, but not having the shoulders hunched up.
Okay.
So when you have your elbows in line with your shoulders, roll the shoulders back so that you have a nice relaxed and a nice long neckline.
Okay.
Yes. Now you see this part of your hand? There's a muscle here on my arm, so this hand will fit in there perfectly, but flatten the wrist. And then this hand, put your thumb next to my thumb.
There we go. And you see what must happen here?
Air must be going so that we can still have the resistance, so that we can have a breathable moment within our frame. A little bit higher into the muscle. Yes. And
I can feel the muscle, right?
And then now all I want you to do is just look over my shoulder, and I will be looking over your shoulder for the purpose of we have to look for traffic coming.
Okay, so that's my posture.
Yes, because there will be a lot of couples onto the floor or on the floor, so we don't want to bump into each other, so you will want to portray a nice floor craft.
Okay.
Let's call it that.
Yeah, and good traffic, yeah?
Yes.
It's like driving a car.
Yes, so that is the frame, number 1. Number 2, we are going to do the steps, the figure steps.
Okay.
So we're going to do like a nice box vibe. So we're going to go back, side, together, forward, side, together. Okay. So back with the left foot first for the first 3, 1, 2, 3, and then forward with the right foot for 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So left back, side, together, right forward, forward, side, together. Okay. And that's basically a waltz. Let's practice it a little bit more just for the people at the back.
So it's back,
1, 2, 3,
together,
yes.
front,
1,
side,
2,
together.
3. There we go.
Back, side, together, front, side, together.
As you guys can see, that Judith is a very fast learner. A for effort.
Everyone else behind the camera is also very fast.
I have faith in them, because waltz is very easy, and it's been in, everyone has been dancing waltzes, because I can remember at my mother's sister's 21st, and that was ages ago, they did the waltz at her 21st with candles.
Oh, wow.
So can we have a little bit of music, if we may, so that we can just show you guys how this looks to music.
Awesome. So am I right in saying, so we're going with the left now back. Ooh. If you concentrate too much, you get out of step. But if you enjoy it,
you have to enjoy and you have to feel. So listen to the
go.
music and then try and interpret the music so that you show a nice quality and a nice interpretation of the music also.
Definitely. Okay, let's do that again.
Over my shoulder. There we go, chin up. Remember the nice posture and nice projection.
Ooh, sorry. I'm loving it. And then
Just a nice thing for the people and a dub. Oh guys, and that was not planned.
You can see this is very near to me. Let's do it for the last time.
For the last time,
without
yes.
the dip, just for us to go into the movement. So we would like you to go into this week until Friday and enjoy nice and relaxing walls.
Yes.
I love it. There we go. Thank
It's
you,
power for the
everyone.
people.
That's it. Thank you,
Lovely.
Corné. It was
It was
lovely.
a pleasure being here.
Guys, and if you'd like to learn more about ballroom and all the genres that falls under ballroom, you're more than welcome to contact Corné. We'll have all his information also. You can also reach out. We encourage you, please reach out to us. Please chat with us. We want to know how you have experienced the ballroom dancing. Thank you so much.
It was such a pleasure. Thank you.
Fantastic, awesome. Lovely, man.
Welcome back, everybody. If you're joining for the first time, this is Sports Shows. We talk to people of Paul and Wellington in the sports fraternity. Of course, you know, Paul Wellington has got a lot of talent. And this morning in the studio, we have Wellington Warriors. They're a soccer team based in Wellington. And I just wanted to chat a bit about their journey because the season has started. I think they've only played one match now recently. And I've got Amir Joshua, the captain. He's given us some time. And then also Connor Samuels, the goalkeeper. Goeiemôre, meneere. Gaan het eruit? Alright, hoe kom jy striker?
Striker, ek is een left wing.
Oh, left wing. Hoe kom jy left wing?
Omdat ek vinnig is, ek is goed in die bal met my voete. Ek maak baie assists.
Okay, cool. Kan ek hoor jy is 'n goalkeeper?
Ja, dis
Maar nou sê vir my, begin mense sokker speel om goalkeeper te raak of besluit die mense in die team jy moet maar goalkeeper raak?
nee, ek dink baie min mense besluit self om goalkeeper te wees. ek dink baie is meer soos die coaches se besluite.
Okay.
Hang af van jou reaction tyd en alles wat dit.
Alright, cool. Amir, gee my 'n bietjie history van die team. Het gesê is 5 years old of iets?
Ja, was het nog 5 jaar. Was wat begin deur eerste rekorder.
Okay.
In Wellington. Ja, was het begin deur pre-season tournament was dus by Wellington Premier geweest, né? Het was net 'n 5-a-side game so. Het was 'n spannende gehad. Dus die nader gespeel, hulle was Wellington Warriors.
Okay.
Ja, daar in die besluit my coach na hy wil nou amptelik voetbalspan maak, you know. Kyk hoe verder in ons is promotionally.
Ja, ek wil graag vra dat ek hou van die kitty mense wat kom met sport, ons almal mooi netjies uitgesit. Sê hoe by die league waar julle speel, want ek weet dit was laas week was iemand die so het gesê hulle speel in die Safa Cape Winelands Regional, waar speel julle?
Ja, ons speel in die Safa Cape Winelands Promotional League. So
Okay.
So dit is die 'n league net bo die Winter League en dit is nogals baie competitive. Ja.
So more or less wie sien hulle league, watter teams is daar so?
Soos Amstel of daar.
Okay.
So kan club.
Oh nice. Okay, so is net per Wellington teams dan? Okay, cool man. So previous years, hoe het julle gedoen in die league en was julle promoted nou na die league toe?
Ja, was het ook gegaan. Ja, laatst jaar, dit was net soos 5 games gespeel van COVID of course. Maar die jaar hopefully for the season.
Okay.
Nou moet speel.
Okay. Kanda, okay, die, hoe lang is jy ook by die van begin af?
Ek is van die begin af van die begin.
Okay. En hoe het julle aan die leagues gedoen?
In die ander leagues, omdat ons nog van die begin af, niemand van ons het begin met sokker in die begin van ons lewens af. So baie van ons het net begin kom leer by die klub om sokker te kon speel en alles. So in die begin het ons 'n bietjie van 'n meer gesukkelry gehad, maar nou is ons is gereed en ek voel ons kan die league hierdie season wen.
Dus sê my, waar oefen julle en het julle under 17, under 19 senior en ek weet nou in die periode was groot vir meisies teams, het julle dit wel?
Op die oomblik het ons nie 'n meisiespan nie, maar ons het 'n onder 17 span, ons het 'n onder 15 span en dan het ons 'n onder 9 span. En ons oefen by Wellington Premier.
Okay, cool. Wat gebeur nou die 2020-2022 season? Of course, almal is nou weer terug, almal is busy. Die leagues is alles terug.
Ja, allemaal in de span is excited daarvan. Ons weet, die season wil dus iets groot en ons wil opgaan na ook al die Cape Winelands.
Okay, so as julle promoted raak, gaan julle op na die... Oh, wow, that's exciting. Okay, nou, hoeveel mense sien julle spannen en wanneer speel julle nou weer?
Ons speel nou vanavond, 7 uur speel ons.
Okay.
In MC Sports Center.
Okay, waar speel julle?
Okay.
En kon is dit alles self-funded of het julle like 'n sponsor wat julle goed
Nee, dit is alles self-funded van
Okay.
ons, ja, van ons coaches en van ons players self.
Maar as ek ook makliker van alles as op Pero, Wellington McQueen, so as nog transport fees en hy goedjies het.
Ja, meestal van ons home games is in die pere wat ons moet speel.
Okay.
Op die oomblik het ons hier sportvelde in Wellington nie.
Ja.
So al ons wedstryde word in die pere gespeel.
Okay, cool. Maar goed, daar was mos nog niks games laas jaar, hoe die mense, hoe die manne se fuck sê.
Die manne is fit.
Is dit?
Ons coach week was hard, elke dag.
Okay.
Elke dag in die gym.
Alright. Hoe bedoel jy jump, gaan julle almal saam jump toe?
We gaan saam gym.
That's so cool, waar in Wellington?
Ja.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Nou wanneer oefen julle en hoe kan mense sê nou ek dink ek is 'n baie striker, hoe kan ek kom speel?
Ons oefen van maandag tot donderdag.
Maandag en donderdag of heel week?
Heel week.
Jeez. Okay.
5:30 in die gym en dan gaan ons 6:30 vir jou toe. Elke dag.
Okay, maar dit op wil mos lekker besig. Okay. Maar sê nou my, wat is die jongste span wat julle het?
Ons het onder 13.
Okay. Okay, hulle 13 onder?
Ja.
Onder 9 en dan?
15 en 17.
Okay, en julle is onder?
Ons is first team.
Okay, so het julle hoeveel senior teams is daar?
Ons is 2.
Alright, so it's a first team and a second team.
Een in die Winter League en een in die
So
Promotion.
groot, dat is mos ek sê groot klub. Okay, nou, website, Facebook, hoe en wat is like, is daar fees wat hulle mense moet betaal, like, ons club fees?
Om Wellington Warriors te join is actually free. Ze komen net bij zo'n talent en hopefully gaan we verder en dan krijg je iets uit die club.
Okay.
Die Instagram is @Wellington Warriors FC.
Okay.
Ja, en die website is www.wellingtonwarriors.com.
Okay, cool. Jy het mos gesê julle het een game klaar gespeel. Het julle gewen of verloor?
Was het unfortunately verloren.
Okay. Teen wie?
Het was die was. Jo, ik het al vergeten.
Okay, dan mag ik maar niet verloor.
Ja, het was bij ons en dan gaan we weer naar toe.
Okay.
Die win krijgen.
Alright. Ja, maar jullie spelen of course net naweek en nie week nie.
Ja, net naweek wat ons speel.
Okay, cool dude. I mean, that's pretty cool. So, wie's die best soccer player in the world between Messi and Ronaldo?
Vir my is dit Messi wat almal se opinies verskil mos.
Okay. En jou kan?
Ronaldo.
Okay. En die best keeper in die wêreld dan?
David, ja.
Okay, of course. So as daar 3 sokkerspelers by jou tafel, as jy sap moet eet of lunch, saam 3 sokkerspelers, wie sal dit wees?
Dit sal Messi wees.
Okay.
Maar dit word nog ja. Persoonlike favorite wat ek nog aan wat so jong is, so Colyn en Dampies.
Okay, ja, maar is jy like dis op bal. En jou kan?
Ek sal sê Wayne Rooney, Cristiano Ronaldo en David ja.
Almal United players.
Okay, so jy's 'n United fan.
En N'Golo Kante.
Okay, en jy's a?
Ek is 'n Liverpool supporter.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Ja, maar manne, baie dankie. Voorspoed vanaand vir die game. Waar speel julle? Watter tyd kan die mense kom kyk?
Ons speel 6 uur vanaand.
Okay, waar?
Wellington.
Okay, ken wie nog nie?
MC Sports Center.
Okay, cool. Yeah, guys, so that's Corné Samuels, the goalkeeper, and then Amir Joshua, captain in Aisuki, left wing. And I say it's fun. Yeah, so if you want to join the club, if you're in Wellington, there's a baie clubs in Wellington, by the way.
Daar's 2 clubs in Wellington.
As julle een? Okay, cool. So as julle 2 speel, is julle derby.
Ja, is dit derby.
As julle in dieselfde league.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you want to join the club in Wellington, you see they practice from Monday to Thursday in the gym as well. Maar gaan julle vir die gym toe?
Ons gaan vir die gym toe, ja.
Wow, yeah, that's quite, okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so you can join them, Warriors, Wellington Warriors on Instagram. They also have a website. Yeah, you can join the club. You hear it's for free. So if you want to under 9, under 13, under 15, under 17, and the first team and the second team, pretty big club. Dankie meneer. Cool. Thanks guys. Hey guys, yeah, thanks for joining another exciting show, local content, probably people that live in your road and people that you know. Yeah, you had a exciting segment.
Very, very exciting. Thank you, Corné Dampies, for joining me in the studio and teaching me a little basics about ballroom.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to learning more. So it was very exciting this morning.
Yeah, and my guest as well, thanks to Colyn. She is SA national cyclist, mountain biking and road biking. And yeah, we just realized how important sponsorships is for individual sports. Hey guys, in sport we also had the Wellington Warriors. Thank you so much for their time. They have an exciting season ahead, and if you want to go join them, they said it's for free. They go to the gym in the week as well, so it's yeah, if you have kids or people that want to play soccer, you can join them. Yeah, then we will see you in the week. When do we see them again?
We see you on Friday. Have an inspiring week. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, see you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, and in sport as well, we had the Warriors of Wellington here. Sorry. Wait, Corné is busy. Yeah, Corné is busy.